Hi, today's the 21st of March 2021, and this is the news from Zimmer and Peacock for the week starting the 15th of March 2021. Every week we like to do a podcast and video log just about the news that's come in from Zimmer and Peacock for this week, and so this is that summary. So at Zimmer and Peacock, we are in a constant sort of state of growth, and just recently in the UK we've brought on 7 people, in Norway we've brought on 5 people. And there's lots of ways of joining Zimmer and Peacock. One of the ways, for example, is we're just sponsoring a PhD at the University of Plymouth. So if you come onto the ZP News section at the moment, or you'll see that we're promoting a position at the University of Plymouth with one of our collaborators there. And so if you're kind of interested in working with Zimmer and Peacock and you're kind of looking for a way to kind of get to know us better, then it's probably worth taking a look at this particular PhD. You can find the information primarily on the ZP website. It will take you to the ZP Developer Zone, and there's some information there about the PhD position. It's probably worth saying that going into the future, ZP will start advertising more and more of its positions actually on the ZP Developer Zone. So it's probably worth joining that and having a look at the forums on there. And at the same time, you can also post on the forums yourselves as well. This is again related to the ZP Developers Zone. For every week on the, we do a private webinar just for the members of our ZP Developer Zone. So this week at 8 a.m. Thursday, 8 a.m. London time, we always do the webinar, and this week we were discussing field effect transistors, called FETs. We were also discussing the layout of electrodes and whether it's important or not for biosensors. And we were also discussing microfluidics. So we gave people a little peek preview that we're actually going to be bringing out some designs so that you can actually 3D print microfluidics and put them onto the hypervalue screen printed electrodes. So it's quite a good webinar. So again, you can find these webinars on the ZP Developer Zone. So I would recommend join the ZP Developer Zone if you haven't already. Tune in every Thursday at 8 a.m. And if you're part of the ZP Developer Zone, you can actually then you can ask questions in the forum, and then the answers will be given then during the actual webinar as well. So just a bit of news from Zimmer and Peacock. This week we do our our webinar for the ZP Developer Zone every Thursday at 8 a.m. This week we talked about field effect transistors, we talked about different electrode architectures, and we also talked about microfluidics for biosensing. So I think it was quite an information-rich one this week. So I recommend that you join us next Thursday at 8 a.m. We haven't talked about it in a while. We do talk about the nitrate sensor quite a bit in the video log and on the podcast, but we haven't talked about the food sense for a while. So I just want to kind of draw people's attention to food sense. Food sense is a food testing technology that we've licensed from the University of Oxford. There's a professor there called Professor Richard Compton. He's really well known in the world of electrochemistry. And so we have, for example, the leading test we do on the food sense is measuring the hotness of chili. And so I just want to kind of highlight that is a piece of technology that we have at Zimmer and Peacock. If you're interested in kind of working with that kind of, for a business that does this kind of testing or interested in that kind of technology, then yeah, please reach out to us at Zimmer and Peacock. Now, something else that I've mentioned it already, but going forward, Zimmer and Peacock, we won't be posting quite so much on our website. So at the moment, we do have a lot of information about different positions that we have at Zimmer and Peacock, but going forward we will start to actually advertise or promote some of these positions actually on the ZP developer zone. So, I mean, we do have, a lot of scientists, a lot of engineers. There's a lot of technical work going on at ZP, and so we're always on the lookout for new talented people. And so I just want to kind of say that we do have a job listings forum on the website. As I said earlier on, we've actually posted that PhD from that we're doing with Plymouth University in the UK. But at the same time, if people want to advertise their postdoc positions, etc., then they're welcome to join the ZP Developer Zone, and they can list the jobs or the positions there as well. We had a photographer come in fairly recently, and so we just put some pictures up on our website as well about our biosensors lab, because I know we talk a lot about contract development and contract manufacturing, but we really do have a very, very well equipped and very well, we have a great team, great equipment, and really great labs. So if you are interested in biosensor and biosensor development, and you want to work in a sort of pristine, state-of-the-art facility, or you want to have your project fulfilled from a state-of-the-art facility, then I think please reach out to us at Zimmer & Peacock. It's probably worth saying we've got some really nice facilities. Now, one of the last things just to talk about this week is that ZP has, there's a Made in Horton, which is a it discusses things that happen in Horton in Norway. And so I'm not going to, I might play this video for you, but essentially Zimmer Peacock, one of our main facilities, is in Horton, UK. Horton, Norway, I should say, not UK. And we had a film crew come round, and they were making a video about what was going on in Norway. So they kind of featured Evan Zimmer in the video. They touched upon Andre, who was using some robotics, some of our lab robotics, to make some biosensors. So you get to see the real nice equipment there. And also I kind of noticed that one of our ZP Developer Zone members, Hasim, actually was in the video as well. So I know Hasim often watches the YouTube videos. So I thought it'd be quite nice that he was actually featured in the video as well. So it's just a little video that can be found up on the ZP website, and it just shows many of our teams sort of in the lab doing small scale manufacturing in this particular case, and also doing testing of biosensors. So I thought that was just quite a nice video that you'll find about us. So let me just do a quick sort of summary. So this was the news from Zimmer & Peacock for the week starting the 15th of March 2021, though today is the 21st of March. We're hiring PhDs at University of Plymouth. Please take a look at that. Every Thursday, 8 AM London time, we do a webinar. If you want to be part of that, please do. Food Sense is a really good technology to take a quick look at. We are advertising the jobs on the forum. If you're interested in seeing a state-of-the-art facility that we work in, take a look at the Biosensor Lab. And finally, if you want to see a nice video of the facilities we work in, take a look at that Made in Horton video. Okay, so that's the news from Zimmer & Peacock for this week, and I appreciate you guys who watch us every week on this vlog, and have any questions or comments regarding this podcast and video log, please contact us. Okay, thanks very much.